Aloha, YouTubers. This is Scuba Chris. Now, this is my new friend here, Charlie, because my other friend, the chef, Charlie, my good friend who's a chef, he just had a baby girl, so his time is limited. So, I wanted to show you what it means to use a J-style hook for catching fish. Now, I prefer this style here. Now, this style here is called a circle hook. You notice how everything is shaped like a circle, right? And this one here is offset. You can see that it's offset. Now, the point of this hook is pointing back into the shank at a 90 degree angle. So that ensures that if you catch a fish that is, instead of it getting locked up on the top or the bottom or all the way in the back, it's going to slide down and get hooked into the corners inside of the jaw. That's why a lot of fishing tournaments will only accept this style on catch and release. Now, what I'm worried about here is the J-hook. J-hook is a very, very good hook for catching fish that you want to eat, that you're going to take home with you. Now, if you're going to be using J-hook style for releasing the fish, that's not going to work because it's going to damage the fish. So if the fish was swimming along, gets hooked up in the bottom, hooked up at the top, that is where the hook is going to stay. It's going to stay wherever it gets hooked up, and it's dangerous for the fish.
Okay, I gotta make a fast video, then I got going back. Okay, this is a papio, a young trevally jack. Let's go put him back so he can get bigger. All right.
Just remember, if you're going to use the J-style hook, it's meant that you're going to be going out to target fish that you're going to take home, because if you catch something that you plan on releasing, it's not going to be good, because, okay, here you got a J-style hook in the mouth of this fish, my friend Charlie here. All right. Now, what happens if he swallows that hook? You won't be able to get it out. What happens if the hook goes all the way back to the back of the throat? By the time you try to dig it out, he's just about dead already. And J-style hooks will draw out a lot of blood. And I'm going to be showing that in the videos, short videos going to be showing here. So just be sure that if you're going to use a J-style that is meant for meat and potatoes, you're taking that fish home to eat. If you're out there just to have fun, don't use his style. Use the regular circle hooks because it's safer for the fish.
All right, this is what we call in Hawaii a papio, which is a young jack trevally. Anything under 10 pounds is known as a papio. And he hit a golden goby, which looks like I'm gonna have to take out later because it's in there. But that's what he looks like, and he's grunting at me right now, so he's not too happy. This is a great eating fish, leatherback scad, known as a lie. Delicious. The skin is very useful for making lures because of its iridescent color, and it holds up like leather. All right.
Another disadvantage of using the J-style hook. Now, if the fish swallows that hook, that means it's going to go all the way down into the throat. That means you might lose the fish, because you got to remember there's a leader line coming off of this. The leader line is going to get chafed on the teeth of that fish, right? If you're using a normal circle hook, it's going to be in the corners. You're not going to get that. But on this one here, you will get the chafing because it'll be swallowed. So you're going to have more chance of the line being cut. You're going to lose the fish, and the fish will probably end up dying. I'm not saying J-hooks are bad. I like J-hooks. If I target a certain species like a coolie at night, which is a mackerel scad, I will use small J-hooks, because no matter how the fish hits, I'll catch it on the outside of the head, I'll catch it on the lip, on the upper jaw, lower jaw, but I will catch it, I'll have a greater chance of catching it. So J-Hooks does have its place. Just be sure what you want to do with the fish, what type of fishing you plan to do. That's all. Thank you.
At the end there, had something hit my goby, literally tore it apart. I mean, just look at that. Something cut right into it, took the paddle tail off, ripped the belly open. Look at that. All that's the inside of the jig right there. So there went that one.